everybody. Welcome to our first broadcast. This is the Great Franchisee. And today we are joined by a new franchisee. We're new and you're new. Hector Perez. He's located in McAllen in the Brownsville area of Texas with Footprints Floors. Welcome.
Hi, hello. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. What's funny is that you guys are always on the go as franchisees. And as a new franchisee, I see that you're in the car.
Yeah, you know when your day starts, but you don't know when it's gonna end or where. You don't know the when or the where. That's how it is, and but it's why I love it, and it's part of the show and part of what we do.
That's awesome. Okay, so my first question for you today is frame your personal story for us. So, what did you do before franchising? And how did you decide to get into franchising?
Well, I'm actually. I used to be a director of finance for an entertainment group. I managed the finances for an arena, a soccer stadium, an NBA G League team, USL Championship soccer team, and everything in between. But as I kept growing and everything, I was really happy. It was a really fun job. Nothing against that. It was really good to meet with artists and promoters, and I was living the good life. But the hours were long, and at some point, I started. As I'm growing and everything keeps changing with my friends and my family and everything, the family gets bigger. Everything's changing. I decided that it was time to look for something that would give me more flexibility to be there with my family and not necessarily to work less because I'm working probably more, but I'm working less hours. That's what I was going for. To Because my old job I used to have 12, 14 hours days, and that's not happening anymore. And that's how I started thinking about it. And I met up with a really good friend of mine who's a franchise broker, and he got me started with everything.
So, Hector, why Footprints Floors? Like, why that brand? Out of all of the franchisees that are out there, franchises that are out there, why this one?
There's several reasons. Number one, they have a support system that's second to none. They're always there. It doesn't matter the day. It doesn't matter the time. There's always someone there from either from corporate or other owners, but most of the time it's corporate. They're always there for you. And they throughout my process, I talked to about 5, 6 franchises. They were the ones that were the most transparent with everything. They share with me whatever piece of information I needed, whatever piece of whatever question I had, whatever it was that was going through my mind, they were there for me. They were really open. They even shared with me their contact list with all the owners, and they said, just call whoever you want to call. They were really open about it, and they were really transparent. That was key to me. And then when I met him during my approval day, when we met in person after several meetings through Zoom and everything, they were just so welcoming, and it feels like a big family. That's the way it feels, and they were so welcoming and so transparent with everything. And the most important thing is it's the more that I read throughout financials and throughout all that good stuff, it makes sense. It works and it makes sense, and they have a really good program that works. We all need floors.
Yeah. So we've got to tell everybody that you've only been doing this for 2 months. So you are brand new. Is this what you thought you were getting into with this big family feel? Did you think that's what franchising was, or what were your preconceptions of it before you started?
I thought I was at some point when you start franchising and you talk with so many people, and you start the process not only with footprints but talking with a lot of people, you start thinking that some of them are scams. These people just want my money and run away, and I'm gonna be there by myself. But I never thought, to be honest, I was so used to being behind a desk. I never thought I would be a salesman. I never thought I'll be doing what I'm doing, and I'm loving it because it's great, and especially since all the support is there. I never thought I was gonna be doing what I'm doing, and I just started. Actually, I just started my first hardwood refinish, which is extremely weird in South Texas. Our weather doesn't allow for a lot of wood floors because it's humid and it's hot. It's not what you usually see for hardwood. So I'm doing things that I never thought I would be doing, and I never thought I would be doing them in my second month. That's the most amazing part.
And so had you always dreamed of having a small business? Like, what do you think that you bring to this?
Yes, well, I grew up with family businesses, working on weekends with my family over other family businesses. But so I always knew I wanted to do something on my own. I just didn't know it was gonna be a franchise, or didn't even know it was gonna be flooring, because there's a big misconception when you're talking about franchises. People think it's only fast food,
Right.
or it's only restaurant, or something that it's food based. But there's not. There's a lot of franchisees for everything. So this is what I was looking for.
So what makes you stand out, do you think, as a local business owner in your local community?
Well, the first thing that makes me stand out, and I can speak for myself, it's we're a different company. We show up on time. We finish on time. And if something goes wrong, because it's construction, and in construction there's no as much certainty as you want to have. There's no way to have it. If something goes wrong, there's always an answer, and there's always someone picking up the phone and someone showing up to your house. Because the problem with the, especially with the flooring industry, and with construction is general, it's sometimes, yeah, you can pick up a guy out of a store that will do it cheaper than we do, but that guy is gonna change his phone number next month. So something goes south, good luck finding him. He's gone. And if the same, if he runs into an issue, he might not know how to fix it, or he might not, or he might, even worse, fix it wrong, and leave you with a mess, because these guys disappear, these guys just go away. And we're there for you throughout the process. I've got customers calling me, hey, I don't that they even need help choosing the floors. I give them the options. I walk through them. I've gone through the big stores with them and walked them through the process and everything, because we're a different company. We're not there, we don't do it, we're not there just as a business, but we're there as a service company, and to make sure that we're doing best for our community, to grow it, and to make sure that we're all doing good.
Well, Hector, we've all been there. We've all had somebody come into our homes and leave abruptly or not finish a job. And so it's neat to know that you feel like you're that dependable company, right, in the community. And so, what excites you most about the brand?
I think what I've been seeing, it's and it keeps me excited, and I get chills when I talked about it, because it really gets into me, is that, believe it or not, floors make a difference. And I'm by doing the work that I'm doing, that we've been doing for the past, and I said we, because my installers are part of the company too, and doing the work that we've been doing for the past couple months, we're changing people's lives. People get up in the morning excited because they have a new floor, that it's beautiful, and that it's nice and shiny and all that good stuff, and we're changing their lives. They're starting the days better. They go to bed knowing that they got their floor installer installed using the proper techniques and the guidelines that are given to us by the NWFA and the National Tire Contractors Association, that we're doing. They go to bed with a peace of mind that they got the right people for the job, and we're changing their lives. Believe it or not, floors having new floors in your house does make a difference. And right now I'm working on two houses that were built in the 1920s. So it's a great honor and privilege to be able to bring those old floors to life.
You can tell that you love it too. I mean, what do you hope to achieve with this business? You know, what are your plans for growth? Because you are so happy and enjoying it, and you're only in month two.
Well, I'm taking over. My plan is to take over, and make sure that we're installing every little piece of flooring that it's done here. Of course, that's probably sounds like an overstatement, but I do believe that we can make a difference here. And even if it's not through me, if by having me providing better service and better prices and better construction overall, I think we can improve the way things are built down here, and then we can get people the service that they deserve. Even if it's not me, I'll expect people to jump on board and say, "Hey, I want to do what this guy is doing." So we can all provide better services. At the end of the day, there's business for everyone. So it's all about. If you ask me my goal, yeah, my goal is to take over. But yeah, that's a little bit over an overstatement. But if we can improve the way things go here, and we can improve the perception that it exists with construction, that there's a different company out there that's doing things in a different way.
And so for your family, how has this changed your world so far?
Oh, it's amazing. I get to be there for soccer games. I get to be there for practices. I get to be there for church on Sundays. I get to be there for everything. And it's something that was really in the back of my mind, because in the entertainment industry where I was, sometimes I had to be there on a Sunday 8 in the morning till 2 3 o'clock in the morning. It's just the way it is. And then more in the morning, I was there at 9. So it's my family, I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning they were a little hesitant, like, what is this guy doing? Because yeah, I had a pretty good job and pretty solid, and I was with that company for 8 years. So yeah, I had stability, but I thought it was the right time to make a little sacrifice to be there, and it's working great, because as I said, I'm being there for soccer games, I'm being there for practices, I'm being there for family gatherings, for birthday parties, for everything. I'm able to be there, and that's amazing.
Amazing. It's amazing to see, you say that and be so happy and have earning potential. I mean, those three things together are a dream, right? So, if do you have any advice for other people who are thinking about becoming a franchise owner? Like, what would your advice to them be?
Number one, and it'll be, go talk to somebody that it's already that already has a franchise, and talk to someone, get in touch with a broker, get in touch with someone that knows the industry, because as I said, there's some misconceptions that when you talk about a franchise, you're talking about food, and there's a franchise for everything. So there's the opportunities are endless, but it's my first advice will be to get with someone that knows about franchises, and that can get you in contact with those that you don't know that are growing fast, such as Footprints, which is growing tremendously fast, and it's because we do things different. So talk to people, and the other thing is have an open mind, because what you're thinking at the beginning, I never thought I was gonna do floors, and I'm happy doing it. I'm extremely excited. So have an open mind, and be sure to open to all possibilities that are out there.
Could you imagine doing this on your own, like going out on your own to do this?
No, I would have no clue. I would have no clue. I mean, I could do it. Yeah, I could figure it out. I'm educated. I went through school. Yeah, I could figure something out, but not with this level of quality, and not with this level of service, and not being certified by the NWFA, being certified by the National Tire Contractors Association. It just put me in another level that probably would never get on my own, or it would take me a few years of hard work instead of a couple months.
That's amazing. Well, yeah, you have your MBA. You could start your own business, right? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you've got all this behind you. You've got footprints behind you. It's just neat to see how happy you are, even after 2 months. I know you're in the car. You're a busy guy, so we'll let you go. But thanks for joining us today on The Great Franchisee. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, and more than happy to share my experience.
Thank you.